Hi Pisces, this is Eileen with your April 2018 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month with the Six of Wands. And the wands refer to the fire signs such as Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and action and work and movement and things moving forward. And the Six of Wands is telling you that there's going to be a certain amount of success or achievements or rewards for the work that you've been doing. So for those of you that have been putting out a lot of efforts and working towards your goals or working hard at your jobs or on any special projects that you're working on, um, uh, your goals, etc., that you're going to be seeing you're going to be having progress, you're going to be getting rewards, being recognized in one way or another for the work, the quality of work that you're doing or your accomplishments. I do feel that some of you are going to be feeling in April like you've really maybe gotten over the hump, so to speak, like you've been going uphill, working towards something, and you're starting to get out in the clear a little more in April. That's what I'm feeling like, because I'm trying to tune in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. But it does talk about possible promotions for some of you, and just overall feeling good, having a good sense of satisfaction or confidence in yourself that you know you've accomplished certain things and you're continuing moving on. You know you still have more work to do or more further to go in your plans and your goals, projects you might be working on, or for some of you in your career, in your job, but you know you've made good progress and you're being recognized. I'm feeling for a lot of you that you're known. People have a very good opinion of you and the quality of work that you do, and they see you as just being someone who really knows your job inside and out, and someone who just takes charge and gets the work done and accomplishes things. And also, I'm tuning in for a number of you that you're looked upon at your job like you're someone who can communicate well with other people. You can, you're not being too pushy, you're not being too shy. You really just move along. You can just communicate well and get things done and interact with others in a positive way where you're moving forward and accomplishing the things you need to accomplish. So I am getting a lot of good vibes in this card here for a lot of people in April. And also now for some of you, this is going to represent a new relationship coming into your life. And it might be someone who's of a fire sign such as Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or they might just have a lot of that fire energy in their chart, even if they're not of one of those signs. I am feeling like for some of you, there's someone new that you're going to be meeting. I feel like you have not been around this person before. That's my feeling for those of you I'm tuning into, that this will be a brand new person in your life. I feel like they do have a good temperament. This could be male or female too, because we all have a lot of male and female energy in us. And I'm feeling this is not, so I think I'm tuning in for different people here, not just one person on this one, that for some of you, it represents a new male coming into your life for a love interest. For others, it represents a new female coming into your life for a love interest. And I'm feeling the new person coming into the picture will have a pretty easygoing personality, temperament. I mean, and if they are of one of the fire signs, they might be a little impatient sometime or hot-tempered or whatever here and there. But I'm not feeling this person has a problematic personality. It feels like overall they're pretty consistent, steady, easygoing, and intelligent, and just down to earth. I feel like it's somebody who can have a good laugh and just relax and be themselves and enjoy themselves. I feel like, yeah, they work hard. It's someone who works hard, someone who knows their own job well and does well for themselves, but they might still be working on their own career, for that matter, is what I'm getting. But someone who's very down to earth and honest, and kind of like what you see is what you get. So it could be one of the fire signs, because that's typical. They're not too secretive or anything like that. They're usually pretty out in the open about who they are, and basically they're you know, this is it. You know, they don't try to be too mysterious or anything like that. The fire signs. So this could very well be someone who could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or have a lot of that in their chart. But otherwise, it's a good potential for a love relationship for a number of you. That's the important thing. This is someone who's well balanced emotionally that will be a good partner for you, for those of you that are going to be meeting this person. This particular new love interest would make a good partner. They're a good catch. And they don't have a giant ego. They don't think they're the greatest. They're confident, but and assertive, but not pushy. Nice temperament. So for whoever that is, like I said, I think I'm tuning in for a few people on this with some new love interest coming into the picture in April. And then the next one we have is the Knight of Wands. So we have, again, the Wands energy, the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And with the Knight of Wands, now this is a fairly positive card. Also, the Knight of Wands is talking about, for some of you, you might be moving. So for those of you who have been searching maybe for a new place to move to, some of you might have been searching for a home to buy, or others just want to move to a better location or a better residence that you'll be happier with. Something might come available all of a sudden, and this does indicate kind of quick movement. So you might have to make a decision and just get on the ball real quick on this in order to grab this opportunity that comes your way. So it does talk about something just things could just happen quickly for you. So, and also for some people it reflects a trip. Some of you might actually be going on a journey somewhere, taking a trip somewhere in April. And then also the Knight of Wands does talk about a person, again, someone new that could be of the fire signs or have a lot of fire in their chart, who's coming into your life. And I am feeling, once again, new love interest, new romance. And like this Six of Wands I got, I'm feeling like the Knight of Wands, for some of you that have somebody new coming your way, it's someone you haven't been around before. That's what I'm feeling like. I don't feel like it's someone that you've known for a while and whatever. Now, in some instances, for some of you, this person may have just come on the scene recently, so you may have already met them or seen them or in one way or another been around them, but it feels to me it's recent. It doesn't feel like it's someone you've known and been around this night. So I do feel like this is someone new again. So I feel like a number of you Pisces have opportunities for new love and romance with someone pretty much brand new. And to me, it's always best for someone new rather than recycling somebody from the past. I mean, for the most part, I feel like if someone's in the past, there's probably a good reason for it. I mean, that may not always be the case, but in my mind, I'd rather not recycle people from the past. I'd rather somebody new. So anyway, but for a number of you Pisces, April could be a fairly romantic month. So, and a little, kind of something that lifts your spirits and kind of perks you up a bit. And then for some of you, if you're looking to change residence, and in some cases, I think this is referring to changing jobs too. I don't think it's just residence. For some of you that are looking to change jobs, you need to be ready to act quickly. So it's either for some a residence, for some a new job. Be ready. Have everything pretty much in order in your life. So when that opportunity is all of a sudden in front of you, you can say, yes, I want that. That, is because I feel like for a number of you, it's something that you've been wanting, that you've been waiting for. Okay, the next card we have is the Page of Swords. And this is talking about possibly somebody being a little secretive or gossipy that's in your life at this time. This could be someone in the workplace. It could be someone even within your family group or friends or acquaintances. So I'm feeling like it's different for different people who are watching the video. because I feel like this is for a number of people that you need to kind of stay sharp, pay attention. Pisces have a lot of intuition. You can pretty much tune in and get a feeling for people and that sort of thing and use your intuition. And I feel like for most of you that have this person who might be gossiping or being petty or being secretive, I'm getting a little meanness somewhere for some of you with this person. Kind of like a little viciousness, not dangerous, but just almost, you know what I'm getting? Jealousy. This person, for some of you that's in your life, whether in the workplace or somewhere among your family, friends, acquaintances, neighbors, whatever, there's some kind of jealousy where they're looking at you like somehow you're shining a little brighter than what they like, you know, and they don't like it, and they don't like you for it, and it's total jealousy. That's all it's about. And so I'm getting a little meanness in this person, so they might say things about you that really are not even true, just gossip, or they might take some small thing about you or some small thing you said and twist it around and make it into something way worse that, you know, to gossip about. So I am feeling for a number of you, you kind of recognize this person already, or you've already, maybe you haven't given the person a lot of thought or attention, but you know something doesn't quite add up really well with that person. And it could be someone in the younger age group. It could be somebody in their 20s or 30s, but not always, not necessarily. Okay. So I'm saying be on the lookout. I am feeling, I think I'm tuning into a female that's got this trait of being jealous, but this could be male or female in all honesty. I feel like different people who watch the video are going to have some version of this scenario in their lives in April. So just, you know, pay attention, make sure you're not giving that person any kind of information that you don't want everybody to hear, or that you don't want to get twisted out of proportion and made into something different. Some people are very good at taking some perfectly innocent thing you might say and twisting it and make it into something negative or something to make you sound like you were being mean or sarcastic or who knows what. And that's what I get with this person. This is a petty person. So, and then also the Page of Swords can relate to having some kind of disappointing news or a little setback of some sort. So it's possible some of you might have some kind of a little bump in the road on something you're working on or doing, or something that's kind of a setback where things get slowed down when you think things are moving along quickly, then all of a sudden there's a little slowdown, you know, where there's a hesitation or something. So, but I'm overall getting a much stronger energy from this card of different individuals who are being petty and jealous and gossipy or a little mean-spirited in one way or another, that they just are jealous of you, like they just want to knock you off your high horse. Not that you're going around acting like you have a big ego. It doesn't matter. I feel like this person has insecurities and they get jealous very easily of people, and right now you're the one they're kind of focusing on and with their jealousy. And if it's not you and you've moved on, it's somebody else. But that's just their nature, and they're just filled with a lot of insecurities inside of themselves, is what I get. Next card we have is the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is a card of possible new romance. Again, I feel like Pisces, a number of you have opportunities. It's kind of like April's a good month for romance, for meeting someone new, or even for someone. I feel like some of you who have already been seeing someone and it's been going smooth and going nice, that it's growing. It's like you have more of a love growing. And I am feeling some of you are finally with your right mate. in April. You finally either are meeting that person for the first time, or you're realizing you've been together maybe a few months or whatever, and you're realizing this is the right person for me. Or maybe it's someone you've kind of been off and on, back and forth with, and being friends with, and maybe sometime dating, or it hasn't been real serious, but it's always been some kind of a friendship there, and kind of dating and friendship type feeling, just an overall mutual appreciation of each other, and attraction. And you start realizing more and more that maybe the two of you should be together. I'm getting that type of thing for a number of different people in April. Now, also, Two of Cups can talk about partnerships. Some of you may engage in a partnership in some kind of business with another person. And I feel like for some of you, the partnership for some kind of project or business interest of some sort, that it might be your partner, the person you're involved with, that you're dating, that you're having romantic feelings with, that the two of you might be going in together for some money making opportunity of some sort. So or you might have someone you've been working with already. And I feel like for some of you, you might be just working at the same job with someone that you've been working maybe closely with anyway, and the two of you have gotten close. So for a number of you, romance and love, and maybe even some talk about long-term and commitment for some of you. So love, it just feels like love, real nice, uplifting love feelings. So some positive cards here in that department. Next, we have the Five of Wands. And the five, now again, the wands have to do with the fire signs and fire energy, work related matters a lot of times. Five of Wands, the fives have to do with instability and that sort of thing. And so the Five of Wands, there might be competition, maybe in your workplace, or maybe even in your personal lives. There could be some sort of arguing a little bit with other people. But I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this is work related for some of you, where there's some kind of petty differences or arguments or some kind of conflict, competition, that sort of thing. And but I do feel like for some of you, this is in your personal lives also, with people around you. It could be family members, it could be just acquaintances and whatever, that you're around, some kind of differences of opinion, arguments, things just being a little stressful. I think the best advice is that don't allow yourself to be drawn into it if you can. If it's at work and there's differences of opinion and there's issues you're dealing with people at work, which this could very well be for some of you, you're better off keeping, if you have no choice but to communicate with these people, you're better off just keeping it as simple and to the point and professional as possible, and don't let it get personal, even though maybe some people are making it personal. I mean, because it's just too stressful. It's not worth it. This is just like a passing thing. It's just one of those things you're better off sidestepping, because it's just going to throw you off balance and stress you out and make you go home all agitated and upset or something. So you're better off just dealing with it in the most brief way that you can, and try to kind of stay outside of it. And if other people want to argue and carry on, let them do it amongst themselves, if that's possible. And then next we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, this is another card where you have to be cautious with someone that could be trying to cheat you in some way. They might be lying about something to you. They might be trying to cheat you in some type of business arrangement. So if anyone is making a purchase in April, if you're buying a new car or used car, or anything you're doing, before you sign your name, be sure and do your homework, do your research, read over everything carefully, because I am getting a sense of some of you Pisces are going to have one of these characters that they're just thinking about themselves. They just want something for themselves, and they don't care who gets cheated. And and so I do feel like this is relating to For some of you, it's relating to some kind of business matters. For some of you, it could even be like a dishonest handyman that comes over to do work for you at your house or something. So in general, be on the lookout, pay attention. And then for others of you, I feel like this is a relationship issue where you have had someone in your life. You might currently be seeing someone. I feel like I'm tuning into at least one person who you currently have this person in your life. I feel like this is a male I'm looking at here for whoever I'm tuning into, that it's been like a boyfriend or something in your life, and he has been dishonest and lying and cheating or whatever, and you know it. I feel like you know it. You see it. And so, and he thinks he's been getting away with something. And you might be kind of hurt by this too, or you may have been hurt by it. And I feel like I am tuning into one person who still has been staying with this person. And it's almost like you want to believe the good things about him, the way he acted when you first started seeing him. And now he's showing this other side to you, and you're finding out other things. And almost like you don't want to believe that's going to be permanent. You want to believe that he's going to go back to the way he was in the beginning when he was putting his best foot forward and looking all shiny and nice. I don't feel like this guy is. He's dishonest, and you can't expect any more. You're seeing the truth now. The more the more you're seeing of him and seeing the dishonest things. And that's one person anyway I'm tuning in for. And then for others of you, I feel like you already see it and you're ready to walk away now, even if it's been hurtful in one way or another to you. You feel like you've been taken advantage of or lied to or whatever. The sooner you eliminate people like this from your life, the better. Because, I mean, you know, pay attention to the red flags. These people who are just looking out for themselves, they're not going to change for anybody unless someday, somewhere, they wake up and decide they want to be different. But otherwise, you're better off getting them out of your life if you can. Okay, and then the next card is the Three of Swords. I think it goes, these two are going together because I'm tuning in to relationship issues for people here, being with the wrong person who's taking advantage or lying. And this has to do with someone betraying you or hurting you or being hurtful in one way or another and being upset from some kind of hurtfulness. And so, again, or this can also talk about arguing in some kind of relationship matters, having arguments and that sort of thing too. But whatever it is, it's upsetting. It's hurtful. It's upsetting. It's stressful. I am tuning in to someone. Let me see what I'm getting here. I feel like there's someone that's got two people trying, somebody, a Pisces who watches this. You've got two people who are trying to blame you for something. And I don't feel like they're accurate. I feel like they want to convince themselves that you're to blame somehow. And I feel like you know better. I feel like you feel strong dealing with them and you're not having the wool pulled over your eyes, so to speak. It's like they're not going to convince you that you were in the wrong. You know you haven't done anything wrong. And you're feeling strong and confident, and they're feeling kind of weakened in the situation is what I'm feeling like. But they want you to be the bad guy, even though it's like they know it's not true, but it's like sometimes people want to pass off the blame to other people. So, but you're in the stronger position. I feel like you know it, whoever this is I'm tuning into. So anyway, these are just things in life we have to deal with sometime. It's not anything permanent. The important thing is once you see you've been in this type of situation, extricate yourself as soon as you can, move on to better times so you don't have to keep living in any kind of upsetting situation or dealing with people who are not treating you the way they should be treating you. So, but Pisces are so intuitive. I feel like even though it's hurtful, you get your feelings hurt. You care about someone, you put out your energy and your love to these people sometime, and or your attention or whatever, and you're trusting them, and then you get burned. But you just got to move on and know that you deserve better. And the next card we have is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is talking about you know, that you're making progress in your life, that you're moving forward and moving on. And I feel like also, even though a lot of this is wands relating to work and action and progress. So in a lot of ways, this means job opportunities. This means progress. This means choices to make, possibly with a new job coming your way. But I feel like with its following these two cards, I feel like for a lot of you that have had some kind of difficult situations in the love and romance department, this is telling me you're moving on. Okay, it's over. You're moving on to better horizons, and you have choices for yourself, better choices to move ahead to. So whoever's been suffering and all that in the relationship area, you extricate yourself from the situation, and once you do that, you've got new horizons to go towards, and better choices up ahead, that more that will match you and your energy and who you are. And even if you walk away still feeling kind of hurt and kind of I don't know, depleted in some way or another from the energy that you put out in a situation. So, but for some of you, there's some kind of work situation where you might have been at your job for a while and you have a good job and you're secure there, but there's something else kind of waving itself in front of you that you might be drawn to. So you might want to change to that one. But I'm feeling a lot of you want the stability and you'd rather stay put even though you see something else out there. And then for some of you, this might be a relationship matter where you've already been in a relationship that's been real solid and secure, and there's another person putting themselves in front of you that's trying to kind of lure you a little bit. But once again, whoever I'm tuning into with this right now, both for work and a personal situation, I'm kind of feeling like you're tending to want to stay with what's solid and reliable for you. But, you know, it's just choices you can make, but progress being made in your lives, which is good. And now here again, following this card about talking about progress, we have the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles has to do with money matters and success and prosperity. And this is talking about that a lot of you Pisces have been making this progress in your work area with money, whether you work at a job working for other people, or some of you I feel are self-employed. Some of you might be in some kind of artistic work that you do. And I'm feeling a lot of you just taking a lot of pride in the quality of work that you do. And you've made progress. You're known and recognized for the good quality work that you do. I feel a lot of perfectionism in here. You're very perfectionistic about your work. You take such pride. It really reflects who you are. And so you like doing a good job. You like how you feel good about yourself because you know you're doing good quality work. Other people see you this way. It's like you just shine. I feel like with a lot of, whether if you work at a company and the management looks your way, they just look at you like you know what you're doing. You've been doing this long enough. And even for those of you who might be fairly new in your career, I'm feeling you're very good at what you're doing. You've learned your job really well. I'm feeling a lot of natural ability for a number of you, that whatever you're doing, it's like it comes naturally to you. You identify with this work. So it's easy for you. It's enjoyable. You feel good about what you're doing. And so in a lot of ways, it's fairly fulfilling for you. And so even though you're making money, you know you want to keep making more. It's not all you want to make. You know you want to do better and keep growing. But this card is saying that's the path you're on. You're building your foundation, and you're going to, as long as you stay focused and stay who you are and true to yourself, you keep doing really well, and it gets better from there. So that's a really good card. And then the last card we have is the King of Pentacles. And Pentacles refer to the earth signs also, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this could refer to a person of one of those signs, or someone who has a lot of that in their chart. And the King of Pentacles, this is someone who's successful. He might work in banking or finance or that sort of thing, or some kind of business, you know, something business oriented. He might be in management or maybe even be self-employed. He's a very strong character. You know, when you think of Taurus, Capricorns, Virgos, they like their security, their stability. They're very materially oriented and hardworking, just really solid people. And so they really are good at following through. They don't have to get things done in a minute. They take their time so that they're doing good quality work themselves and lay a good foundation for their lives. They're family oriented. They want a good home and family, and they want to live a good life, and they don't try to take shortcuts. They do things the right way so that they know what they have is real and good quality. And so for some of you, Pisces, I feel like there's someone coming into your life that meets that has these traits. And for others of you, Pisces, I feel like some of you actually are going to be embracing the traits of the King of Pentacles and the qualities, and be feeling that way yourselves in April or towards the end of April, perhaps because of the progress you've been making in your work and that type of thing. And maybe some of you might get promotions, which we were talking about early on with the Six of Wands, where you're feeling good, you're feeling strong and secure in your work, in your lives, and like you've been laying a solid foundation for yourselves. And then some of you Pisces might have a lot of that earth in your chart anyway, of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You know, that might be your rising or your moon sign or something else. And then for some of you, I do feel, once again, this is going to relate to a romantic interest with someone of these traits. I feel like, see, I'm having this image for someone I'm tuning into, that there could be someone, it feels like it might be in an office environment where you work, where there's someone like this. He might be in management or that type of thing. And he's, you know, he's prosperous and hardworking and successful and does well. And let me see what I'm getting from this guy here. He feels like he's not married right now. He might be divorced. Possibly hasn't been married, but I think he's been in some kind of serious relationship. So he might be divorced or something like that, separated, divorced, whatever. And whoever this is for that I'm tuning into, I feel like you are attracted to this guy. Like you do like him, you admire him. He feels like he is very conscientious about his position, though. Very, he doesn't want to do anything that would cause trouble to himself and his position on the job. And he's aware of you. He finds you very sweet and pretty. This is what I'm getting. He likes your personality, but I think this guy I'm looking at is older than you, whoever you are, the Pisces that I'm tuning into. I think he's older than you. He might be several years older or whatever. And he treats you well. He's a nice guy. And he's very aware of you, and he thinks you're very sweet and pretty and all that. And he does find you attractive. But and he might act like it. He might halfway flirt with you a little bit, but he's careful. He doesn't want to cause trouble to himself and his image, because he really takes pride in himself in all areas of his life. And he doesn't want to cause you trouble, I feel like. He wouldn't want to, you know, cause you some kind of trouble that people would be gossiping about you or anything like that. So even though he finds you sweet and attractive and all that sort of thing, he's kind of not acting on it right now. You know, possibly in the future, you know, if you two are continuing to work in the same environment, things might change. But it would have to go very slowly. You know, he's cautious, and he's not the type to want to mix business with pleasure, because of he's very stable and very solid, so he kind of thinks about those things ahead of time to have that kind of self-discipline. Okay, so then what I want to do now, Pisces, this deck I've been using is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull one card from the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. So, okay, let me get these and shuffle them for you. And if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel. And if you have subscribed already, thank you. I'm grateful and appreciative of your subscriptions. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so I need one card for Pisces for April 2018. What's the message for Pisces for April of 2018? Pisces. What's the message for Pisces for April 2018? I need one card for Pisces for April 2018. Okay, this is the final shuffle here. Okay, what's the card now? Let's just fan these out. Pick a card. Okay, I think it's this one right here. Okay, this says 4 of Autumn. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Help out those who are less fortunate. Okay, all right. So about money matters, but in a lot of the reading does have to deal with work and money too. Okay, so that's a good message. And then the next one we have, I'm going to pull one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, and what's the message for Pisces for April 2018 for Pisces? What's the message for Pisces for April 2018? Come on, card shuffle now. Okay, these cards, they're so new, they're kind of hard for me to shuffle them very well. Okay, what's the message for Pisces for April 2018? One more shuffle, then I'll pick a card. Pisces, I need a card for Pisces for April 2018. Okay, let me fan these out. Wait, I think it's this one right here. Okay, these have so much detail. Got to make sure I just got one card. Sometimes they stick together. Okay, this says you are worth it. Here, I'll try to show. I wish my camera would do better with the images here to see just how beautiful they are. There's so much detail in these cards. It just goes on and on. The more you look at them, the more you can see in them also. They're just beautiful cards. Okay, that's number 23. You are worth it. Let me look that up in the book. Okay, let's see. 23. Where is it? 20, 22, 23. You are worth it. The only way you can accept, respect, and cherish others is by accepting, respecting, and cherishing you. Accept praise and credit when it is given to you. When you learn to be accepting, you allow your true potential to blossom. You claim your worth and reflect that light to others. When you see yourself in this light, other people cannot help but respond to your personal sense of value. As you strive toward more self-love each day, you will find yourself infused with new energy. It is okay to walk away from relationships that minimize or hurt you. Enjoy and love who you are. I love that, and I so believe in that. Absolutely. And that ties in with some of the things we had in this reading, too. Okay, now, last but not least, I'm pulling one card from the Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. So I need one card for Pisces for the month of April 2018. What's the message for Pisces for April 2018? What's the message for Pisces for April 2018? Pisces, April 2018. Okay, let me fan these out. And I'll pick a card here. Okay, I think it's this one here. Okay, this says, Teresa, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. That's a great message. I can certainly appreciate that. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself, Pisces. Great message to end the reading with. Okay, good. Well, thank you for watching my video, Pisces. Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And be sure and check your rising and moon signs as they come available. And let's see what else. Be sure and leave comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a personal private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. And have a great April, Pisces. And thank you for watching my video. We'll talk again soon.